Oh man, I think it's too close. I think that's what's going on. Good morning, channel. Uh, how's everybody doing on this Saturday? I hope everybody has started off pretty relatively good, considering everything that this world is going through. Um, hey Ollie, how you doing? Oh, I'm so tired. I missed the 8 o'clock time frame, y'all. I was too tired to get up. I had got up, but then I had to get dressed and all that other stuff. And I just wasn't having it. It's a Saturday. I might have to rethink my Saturday schedule for my lives. Maybe not make them 8 o'clock. Maybe make it a different time than 8 on Saturday. Because I don't want to get up that early. But how's your day going, Ollie? Gas pedal, gas pedal. That's good. That's good. But what are you gonna do for Saturday? You don't have school. You gonna get out, go hang out with your friends? Man, those days back in the day, man. I used to live for the Saturdays, so I can go outside, ride my bike, play some basketball. You gonna go bowling? Okay. I like bowling too. I just like the excitement of it all because I'm not real good at bowling, but I do like it. Gas pedal, gas pedal. You like it. I'm still not up. I am yet. I need to stop fooling myself. Gas pedal, gas. Welcome, Haroon. Go ahead and announce yourself. Thank you for joining my chat. We go back and make it. I'm watching your looking at your pictures. Oh, you got a lot of detail on your pictures. You got little snaily skin like the snakes have. Oh, that look good. Actually, that look really good. Today I will be doing. That's how we used to draw our faces too. When I took art class. Make the T on the paper, and then because I can draw faces, I can draw anybody's face. I have to draw on the body. But I could draw your face and make it look exactly like you. But yeah, that's how they taught us how to draw ours. Use the T, and then draw it around the T. And that you did a good job on that one. Gas pedal, gas pedal. Man, I feel like I'm getting overheated for some reason. You posted one of your, yeah, that's awesome work. Oh, so it's a Chinese noodle dragon. Is it because the noodle because of the tail curl, like a noodle? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's cute. Ooh, the older you get, your drawing's gonna be magnificent. Nice. And the body too. Okay, hold on. Name. So do you like Harry Potter and all that? Seem to like dragons and stuff a lot. I don't know if you could watch Dungeons and Dragons. I think the new version of it is a little. The newer. I don't think they have a 2025 or 2024 version. You like Harry Potter? Hey, Jesus and God. Yeah, I was asking Ollie, he like uh Harry Potter because he draws a lot of or she draws a lot of drawings for dragons and stuff. And that's what I was watching. I love Wings of Fire. I never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look that up to see what that's about. Oh, yeah, you can be my first like. You can. It's a book series. It's a book series. Okay. No, hi, Alan. How you doing, Dave Allen? And thank you. Well, each person, that's what they can do if they want. I know I wouldn't feel comfortable with wearing different colors in my hair. Not like that. You have curly hair too? Oh, okay. So we share something in common. If I see a girl that has short curly hair, oh yeah, me neither. You don't like to see people with different color hair, Ollie? Yeah, you gotta have confidence about yourself though. If you do that, I must say that your confidence level got to be up there. Oh, I wonder what they're saying about this. That airplane that went down. Ooh, airplane went down yesterday. You say you miss that smell of a black woman's hair going just thrown up in a ponytail with some grease. Okay, no grease now. Yeah. I was trying to see what was the update on that plane from yesterday. Hi, Marion. Marion? 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 I want a gas put up. Gas put up. Put up. Ooh, man. My eyes got blurry there for a second. Doggy channel. Albert McCoy. What did I miss? Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just reading this stuff on the, I'm just catching up. Remove ourselves from all social media and news and let's start cookout again. Everybody get together with neighborhood day out of the money, throw a block party or a cookout. Right, that'll be fun. God, doggy channel. Not your beautiful. I meant Albert McCoy. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, you're right about that. We are locked into this social media thing. Like we're holding on for dear life. Put up the wall, grass floor. Mm-hmm. Oh, she's so delusional. Hello, Cheryl. How you doing? I hadn't seen you in a minute. Right. It is. It is a lot going on. Scary, to be honest with you. It's like you wake up and it's something else done happen. Out of the ordinary. Right. It's like, can we catch a break at some point? Can we wake up one morning and nothing actually be going on? You had to cut back on stimulants. Right. Yeah. I was telling my daughter yesterday, after all these planes keep going down, my fear of flying has been reignited. Yeah. Ugh. I don't think I'll be getting on a plane no time soon. You hear me? Not until they can figure out what's going on. Did we ask Girl? I'm not flying out of here. I ain't flying nowhere. I'm not flying absolutely nowhere because something's going on. Someone had, I was looking at a chat yesterday and somebody said that they think it might be the drones that was in the air. You know, because like if somebody fly one of them drones into engine or something like that, that could make one come down. Right, right, that too. I ain't even thinking about that. But talking about like what's going on. It's like they dropping out of the sky like flies. No. And that one last night, I was doing a live last night. Somebody came in and it was like another plane went down. Well, I'm thinking because it was so many trolls coming through last night, I'm thinking that they're playing. I'm like, is this a joke? Like, why would anybody say that? And no, he was like, no, no, no. And then I paid attention to who it was. I was like, no, he a regular. Let me go check. So I looked. I'm like, oh my goodness. We watched that thing. That looked like, that did not look like a plane. That looked like it really did look like a missile. It didn't look like a plane. That thing was coming down too fast. Um, yeah, but I'm sure they know what it is at this point. I need to find an update on it and what actually happened. Right, getting on my nerves. And it was something serious last night. I mean, they were coming in like crazy, and then they were saying some dumb stuff. So I had to, yeah, X them out with the quickness. Okay, Connor, bye. I'm trying to understand what you're doing. You gone. Big attention seekers. Big attention seekers. Yeah, but some of it was just so, it was dumb. Like, I mean, they were saying some dumb stuff. Like, crazy dumb. I mean, yeah. But you're dealing with people on the social media, you can run into just about anybody. Right. They need to get him. I'm serious, Cheryl. They need to get him out. They need to get him out. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they need to figure a way how to eject him out the seat, because that man is on a power trip. He is crazy. He is absolutely crazy. What the post? I had made a post a while back, and I was like, when he first got in, I was like, matter of fact, it was the day after he got in that I made the post. When he wanted to I made the post. Whatever we got coming to us, remember, y'all asked for this. Y'all did this. And it was gonna be a crazy next 4 years, and I didn't want to hear absolutely anything from anyone that voted from him complaining, because you asked for it. Right. Well, some of us too. For some reason, black folks seem to love this man. Man, when I was at my brother's house, I was talking with his friends, and I know when I was back home, I would see people, black folks in our community, got and posted all over their vehicles. I mean, they were in love with this man. Now look at you. I'm sorry, but any black person that vote for this goddamn president is out of their freaking mind. No way in the world. Because before too long, he gonna have y'all reporting to the fields. Right. No, yeah, but there are multiple Trump-loving black people in every family. For some reason, he has tapped into that community, or what, into our community, as well as and the crazy part, as well as Latinos. Like, Latinos love him too, and yet they're going against your Latino, like. But look what he done did up. He's trying to get rid of diversity. Right. Like, any person of color, I would have never voted for this man, or should have never voted for this man. But like personally, I think he's on a personal vendetta. I think he's pissed off at every race, including his own, to be honest with you. Because solely on the fact that they did not put him in those last 4 years. So he got something against everybody. I mean, he literally called a reporter stupid on the thing yesterday. I was like, wow, wow. He's arrogant. Oh, he just, and then what he's doing to those federal workers, that is really pissing me off. Really pissing me off. Now, when I read, because my daughter, she's a federal worker, so I know I kind of know in detail what's going on, more so than it was up front in the news. But um, yeah, he's a mess. And what he doing to him, it's not right. It's gonna be a lot of unemployed people coming back to the market. So for those that are looking for jobs, it's gonna be so hard to find a job. For real, for real. Right. Gas better. Mhm. Well, it's the 1st of February. January went by so freaking fast. It feels like we literally just got into the month of January. And we're already out. Gas better. Mm. And then we are going to see our parents and grandparents stress the importance of education. We're going to see why. Right, right. Exactly. Well, he's trying to do away with that as well. And in fact, in that whole Project 25 thing, they're talking about um, making you pay for public schooling. Now, how many people that's low to middle income is going to be able to afford pay for public school? Like, that's why people don't send their kids to private school because they can't. Mm. Get I was catching up on these country Wayne skits. Right, right. At first, I thought it was going to go off like it kind of started a little slow, but I guess she was just like trying to build up the anticipation to it when he finally said, when he finally said it to her. I was like, push? Really? That's all you're gonna do to him? What about a punch, slap? Not. Yeah. Then she turned it up. As the more she kept going, she turned it up, but she did good. Right, right, right. That darn Kay, she better look into Kay, because I'm starting to wonder what really happened with Kay's husband and why she really at Amber house. I think Kay done did something to her husband, and that's why she trying to get away at Amber's place. Oh, and it's gonna make it hard for Chantel with her baby daddy. Oh, he handsome. On the smaller side, but he ain't a handsome guy.
Children haven't seen you. You wanna know why? Because my boy told me you were dancing. Okay. And I'm sure that's the reason why they haven't seen you. That's a problem. What do you mean, okay?
Well, because I dance, you know I dance.
But why?
Because I need to take care of my kids.
They're already taken care of. You don't have to do that.
Yes,
so
I
don't
do.
say it's for the children.
Yes, I do.
When the last time they seen you?
Last week.
Not when you seen them. When have they seen you?
Last week. Why? What?
Because I just talked to them this morning and they say they haven't seen you.
No, why
That's the difference, Shannon.
You calling with my kids about me? Are you picking their brains?
Shannon.
Grow up. What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna take custody of the children.
No, you're not.
And I think I'm gonna take Cam too.
Wait on that.
No,
Wait
I'm
on
not
that.
anything.
Wait on that.
Like he been waiting to see you?
Right. Some of those BBLs.
You, please, be a mother. They're still with your mother.
So Chantel don't he? Yeah, that's I can feel him on that. He's saying Chantel ain't being there for her kids. All she worried about is making money and dancing on the pole.
They are old enough to know that I'm a dancer and I'm a stripper.
Have to do it.
Why she doesn't have custody of her kid? Like why her mom has her kids? She don't.
It does matter. Because it directly affects our children. Every time they come back to me and they're asking questions, their parents make me a client.
Yeah, she an awful parent. If she ain't keeping her kids, I mean she got a place to stay. She got money, so why she ain't got her own kids?
Money to be taken care of.
They don't need money. They already have it, Shannon.
No.
This is for you.
No.
I want
You're
you to
not
admit
here.
it. Admit it that it is for you. It is for you, Shannon. Admit it.
Let me say something. Because what really pisses me off with you is you come around every blue moon and try to be daddy of the year. So you need to calm. Okay, well you need to calm down.
No, I don't need to calm down. You need to be a wife.
Right.
And do what? And
Be
do
a
what?
mother.
Turn around and do
I
what?
just said to
I'm
her right
still a
now,
mother.
life
And I'm
around.
still a mother.
You don't do anything serious, Shannon.
Everything is very serious, especially while you coming over here talking about you.
I try to watch all of them because I feel like in a way they all connected somehow. So I be trying to at least
You're here now.
stay informed, even if I'm not too invested.
Me and their mother.
But Chantel, he right because since I've been watching Chantel, she ain't never had no kids.
They're perfectly fine. You come around trying to pick their brains, asking them questions about me to figure out what I'm
See,
doing.
I will have to ask them questions if you're there. I'm answering a lot of questions.
They know that they're taken care of.
Do that.
They know that they get.
Yeah, by their grandmama, cause you know.
Be taken care of because you have a month. You have a month to change your life, and if you don't turn things around, I promise you, I'm taking the children. I'm being a good lawyer, and I'm taking.
And last
Right.
was my last night dance. No. You need to come. Leon, you're not gonna threaten me.
That's not a
You're
threat.
not gonna threaten to take my kids.
It's not a threat. It's a promise, Shannon.
Try it.
Look, you try.
You better have the best lawyer you
You
can
better
find.
have one too, but I'm sure you won't have one. So get it together, Shannon. You have a month. I'm sick of it, and the kids are too.
He gets taking my kids.
Well, if you not spending time with her,
Listen to this.
I agree with him on that now. If all you doing is stripping and being with men, it's time to grow up, I guess. Yeah, shut up. Whew, these two right here. Well, it's found out, child. Right, she is. Very much so. He finally confessed to Amber that was his child. He done told Shayla, he told her. Him and Zach sort of got it. I don't like his controlling demeanor. I really don't. The way he trying to talk down to women on the side.
Excuse me? this room is too crazy. I know you don't feel that way about me.
Nah, you're not crazy.
I'm so lucky to have you. I do, man. I just want to thank you for everything you do.
That's crazy.
I know it wasn't easy.
You got loud with Ro once. Anthony is a sick puppy who likes drama. He's gonna do the same thing to Shayla. Exactly. Exactly. She just placed herself in Amber's shoes. And he gonna do it to you. You gonna know he doing it to you because he gonna feel like that's the way he got you. So what you got to say about it? This fool said our relation had to be tested. No prenuptial in Amber. Shayla's never going to trust Anthony because she knows he's a cheater and a liar. Well, she is one too. I mean, they're both cheaters and liars. That's what I'm saying. This relationship is gonna go exactly how they got. One of them is gonna cheat on the other. If he cheat on her or she cheat on him, but because that's what it's built on. It's built on a lie. And unfortunately, that poor baby gonna get caught up in this. Anthony's not going to trust Shayla.
I've done a lot of things for you. This is true. A lot of very insane.
I don't believe that's the baby, and I believe the mother did something. Everybody keeps saying that. I mean, if they're gonna go that route, then they're gonna have to write something in because there's nothing written in here that would lead you to believe it. I just think when she told Shayla, because remember Shayla wanted to go ahead and give him the test, but I think she was just trying to calm her daughter's nerve about it. Right, P definitely can have him if she want him because he want her because he be reminiscing on it. And they done had a relationship before, so you're right about that. He can definitely have him if she want him, and that's gonna be Shayla's main threat. Because if it ain't Anthony's baby, because it's definitely not Arby's baby, because he had a test and it came back negative as well. Shayla wasn't messing with anybody. That's what I'm saying. They would literally write that into the storyline because there is no other man. Even Wayne came on the show and he was like, who else could it be? Basically trying to tell the audience, because they be reading this stuff that we be putting on there. Basically trying to tell the audience, what are y'all talking about? Because who else could it be? She's never been with anybody else. I miss baby David. I want to say P don't want him. I think P do want him. I think she just got caught up with Wayne now. But at first, P definitely wanted Anthony. Yeah, that's gonna be a plot twist of all plot twists. But they're gonna have to write it in. They're gonna literally have to write that in because that story is not in there whatsoever. A lot of people seem to think that good morning, Christina. A lot of people seem to think that her Kai father is Anthony's best friend, the one with the pretty eyes, not Rashad, but the other one. But they're getting it confused. It was not Shayla he was talking to. It was Flawless he was talking to. But he ended up going back home and started messing with someone because Flawless ended up going back. I think he's from Cali. Flawless ended up going up there, and then she caught him messing around with somebody. So that's why they stopped talking to each other. It wasn't Shayla. It was Flawless. The mama whole deal is she want Anthony's money. That's all it is. She want either having his money directly or having it indirectly by him being part of their family. That's all that's about. She's about appearances and she's about money. So she's going to influence. I don't think she changed anything, but she will definitely influence Shayla to pursue him because that's her ideal man. Far as what he has and what she wants her family to be represented as. All right, Christina, have a good one. I'm just working. I'm always planning. I'm always working on business stuff behind the scenes.
So what about when you get to
You and yours going to go clean up your okay. I think that's Shayla's mama deal. Shayla's mama deal is she's all about appearances and she's all about money.
Now I just need to get Zachary on that same part. I need to get her working.
And her and Zash is on a different wavelength. But Zash ain't with all that. Okay, KL, you're gonna get blocked again. Say I don't know if Amber can take Anthony to the cleaner since they only married a year, but I hope he gets all she right. I think there's gonna be some and they stay in Georgia, and I know how Georgia law work because I got my divorce at. So there's gonna be some stipulations on how much she can actually take from him if they're gonna play it by Georgia. Now, if they're gonna play it by Georgia law in Wayne's World, anything can happen. But if they're going to stick to Georgia law, you're right. There's certain things that they're going to take into consideration. They was only married for a year. However, in Georgia, unlike Florida, Georgia is a false state. Georgia would allow you to claim adultery to influence the judge's decision. They will allow you to claim abandonment of your family so she can bring up the fact that she lost David behind his affair and behind his neglect. And that will persuade the judge to make it more beneficial to her. Because even with me, with my divorce, because me and my wasn't married that long, when we actually got a divorce in Georgia because of everything he did while we were married, they made him pay me alimony, which is typically not what they do. Pastor Chris needs to find out. Yeah, he does. Well, Pastor Chris dealing with his own crap with his daughter. Look at what his daughter's doing. She hanging out with the thugs and sitting up there lying about it. Like her cousin is full of crap and she back on drugs, knowing that girl ain't back on drugs. Now, she might end up back on drugs, but at the time she told your father she was not on drugs. She was of conscious mind and wasn't influenced by absolutely anything. With her out. You talking about the pastor's daughter with her belly out? Yeah. But I like that scenario that they're playing on because a lot of preachers' kids, minister kids, and stuff like that does happen. Everything go over their parents' head. Like literally, you can see everything wrong with everybody else, but you can't see what's in your own family. And see through Taylor for alienation of affection in Georgia. Very realistic, right? I do like that they are playing on that because that definitely happens. Absolutely, positively happens. You can be right in the pulpit putting somebody else down, but your child doing that and worse, and ain't saying nothing. Yeah, that is exactly what happens. I remember one of our pastors growing up when I was younger, and boy, he used to be going in on people. The whole time, your son was a drug dealer and having multiple babies and all this other stuff. But yet, on Sunday morning, you was singing his praises. And I know he had to recognize some of that stuff was going on because he himself used to be from the streets. So how can you come from the street, not recognize what your son is doing? It's just that you don't want to recognize it. You don't want to see it for what it is. But that was a typo. Can Amber saloon for alienation? Are you trying to say sue for alienation of affection in Georgia? she can use that. Other words, abandonment. That's why I said abandonment. She could use what he did as a reason to why they will offer her more, because Georgia is a fault state. Like if like Florida, we're no fault state, so it don't really matter one way or the other. You know, everything 50 straight down the middle. You want a divorce, you can have a divorce. Georgia is different. Yeah, you can actually use what they did, not just for a reason for a divorce, but you can use what they did in order to make things more beneficial for you. Other words, you typically would not be able to get if that did not happen. Right, right. So, and saying that, Anthony, I'm not Anthony, Amber could use the cheating. She can use abandonment. Um, she could use, he was using marital funds. Trust me, because I've used all those things, and that's how I was able to get my alimony from Georgia. She could use all that stuff in order to even get that house, even though they only been together for a year, because everything else that he did, she can definitely use that to get that house. And that's what a lot of people is overlooking. Thank you, Jay. Thank you so much. Right, marital funds, because and my ex-husband tried to do that too, and Georgia don't play about that, because when we were, he decided he was going to get his divorce behind my back, because I didn't even know the Joker was getting a divorce, because he was military. But when he tried to get that divorce behind my back, he went as far as redirect his funds up under his father's name, which came to bite him at the end. Georgia do not play about abandonment. They do not play about that. Right. So he don't put right a car. He got apartments in his name, using their funds that should have been there for their thing. Which, saying that, it could, yeah, the military do play now. That's not a correct statement. The military, but back in the day, the military didn't play. They didn't play. Back 18 years ago, 20 years ago, military didn't play. 26, 40 years ago, military didn't play. I don't know what this military is today. I really don't. I don't get it. They things change. I can only say so much. But they don't change. It ain't the same military like you thinking it is. Not at all. Not at all. No. Ooh, Lord. Not at all. But so thank God my divorce happened then and not today's time, because I would be in jail. I'm being honest. The way things have changed, I would literally have been in jail in my situation. I wouldn't be here in front of y'all talking. I was locked up I would have took Kay's advice. And I'm just being real. Yeah. Yeah, Georgia's one of those states. It's a good state as far as yeah. It's a good state to have a divorce in. Like our state, Florida, you don't want to be in a no-fault state. Oh, Lord. Never get a divorce in a no-fault state. Because it is so cut and dry. Now, what I will say, but they changed it like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. It used to be in Florida where that depending on how long you were married, well, no, it didn't even matter how long you was married. You could get alimony, but now that has changed, and you could get it as long as you did not remarry. That done changed. You ain't doing that no more. Now they look at how long you've been married, and you can only collect alimony up into the length of the marriage. That's it. And you have to prove why. You have to prove that. Like, yeah. That part changed. Yeah. I guess it's good for people who got these huge alimony claims and then never remarried and then force the ex-husband to continue, or the ex-wife, because it can go both ways, to pay for their spouses. I have a no good daughter-in-law. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that can be hard. Jesus. Yeah, it can be hard. So on that note, I guess that's good for the people that has to pay. Because I have ran into people over the course of my life who honestly say, "Oh, I get alimony for my ex-husband, so I never remarry." Like, you will let money keep you from your own happiness? I see things a little bit different. If I found somebody that I wanted married to just because I get an alimony check from my ex, and they'll stop because I get married, oh well, so what? And I feel like that even with people who get public assistance. It's like they don't want to do better because they feel like if I do better, I'm gonna lose my benefits. So what? I mean, that means you're doing good. You need them. Like, that's the way I look at things. I don't know, maybe I'm looking at it wrong, but I look at it as, if you don't need it, then why worry about it? Do not allow that to hinder your life. Like, it's crazy. I chose not to get remarried just because, not for no checks or nothing else. I chose not to get remarried because I just chose to get remarried. Because I ain't got time for all this stuff. Who never make an effort to work or go to school during the marriage and expect a paycheck when the man rises up? Right. Oh, wow. And that's that's bad on her, because nobody should solely depend on anybody unless that's just your situation and you can't. Because anytime you completely have to rely on somebody, like you just said, if they decide their mind, then you're screwed, or you better have a backup plan. That's scary. That's scary. That's really putting trust in somebody. And I'm just being real. Like the only reason I end up getting my alimony for my husband is because of the thing that actually happened, what was going on. Like, I had just had my son, I was pregnant. It was he the one who told me to stop working and to come there to be with him because he was getting ready to Afghanistan. So they looked at all that. So all that played a factor in that. But when it comes to far as completely relying on someone, just I told, and I was honest even with the judge. Look, I'm a self-sufficient person. I don't do that, He just caught me in the middle of a, and I don't know if this was his plan or what was going. Personally, I kind of think it was. That's where he planned it out. But in the end, my ex, I know law because that's what I went to school for. I actually went to school for criminal law. But when I started going through what I was going through with my own divorce, I switched my thing over and I started getting into family law. Right. And baby, that's why my ex really can't stand me to this day. Like, even though I keep telling him, like, you did this, I do this, you did this, sir. But you're mad at me because of what you did and what I had to do to protect myself. But even now, child, that man he probably can't stand the ground I walk on because I'm still tapped in. And he gonna have to do what he gonna have to do. That's just that. That's just the bottom line. Yeah. He hates you and wants you at the same time. So top, right. Right. Pinpoint. Right on. Exactly. But child. So yeah, I really want to see how they're gonna spin this on the divorce side when it comes to them. I really do. Hey, King Fire, how you doing? Yeah, you can't do that to nobody. Well, here's the thing. Yes, she definitely broke the law. She definitely broke the law. You can't put stuff on people like that. and be tracking them or whatever. Now it would have been a different story if you know how they had those locator on the phone. That's why they did that whole thing. Well, did you have your location on the phone? That would have been legal because typically you have to give that person permission to track you on the people person thing. But the fact that she actually that's what private investigators do that, and they run the risk of getting in trouble with the law at each time that they do it. That's why they charge you so much money. Yeah, that you can't do that. That's invasion of privacy. Now, if you do it, you gotta let them know that that's on there. That's even with, like, let's say if you are and they put it on their car, they have to inform you that they have a tracking device on their car because it's invasion of your privacy, and you have to agree to it. Right. Right. You notice how that guy did, and he did right. You notice how he did. He didn't take that tracker off her. He allowed the owner of the car to take it off because by him taking it off, really, because he don't know the dynamics of what's actually happening. Right, he wouldn't touch it. Now they did that right. They did that spot on. Because here's the thing. If he would have removed that tracker and it was put on there with their knowledge and they just acting like they didn't, then he would have been in. So they did that. They did that one spot on. Look, I'll show you where it's at, but you're going to have to take it off of there because I'm not getting in trouble for it. So, yeah. Oh, Christina was in here. She said she had to go clean up her room. She'll be back a little bit later. Oh, yeah, you seem to be in love with Christina, Jason. Yeah, I was like, they did it right. I like that. They did it right. Mike is crazy. Mike is beyond Looney Tune. Here you got your cousin trying to take you out of this world. You got now Malachi. I thought Malachi got him off a little easy, but I didn't realize that Mike didn't know that was his girlfriend. I thought he knew that was his girlfriend. Yeah. He got the guy, the therapist whose boyfriend is a drug dealer, so he gonna come after him. You got your cousin that's gonna come after you. Who else he got? You're gonna have Jay, because now you acting like you J-Mo. You got J-Mo, Jay. Because now you and Jay, you know this is this man's wife. I don't care if they're going through what they're going through. You still know that's his wife. And you done messed with his wife, although you only did it a couple of times. Frank's another drug dealer that don't play. And one thing about it, Frank don't play about baby mama because he in love with him. So, but hopefully that's a one-time thing. The only thing, I know Frank be in and out of Georgia, but Frank is from my hometown, Jacksonville. So, I think, far as Frank is concerned, he's not going to really have an issue unless he wanted the street dudes to do it. But yeah, it's like he is playing with fire. I think they're trying to, what I think they're trying to do is portray Mike for who he was back in his younger day. Because I watched an interview where Mike was talking about his life. You know, Mike used to be in the streets in real life. he was in the streets, and he used to be a rapper and all that other stuff. Sunny loves him. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. But Sunny is cautious. She loves him with caution. She got a head on her shoulder to where Mike can't really tell her anything. But he really gonna mess up a good thing because fake Cardi B, Melissa, she is straight for the streets. And she is around J-Mo's finger. She don't want nobody else but James. Mess around with Mike, you just a fill-in, bro. She got her street dude. That's who she want. And really, she only doing it because Momo told her to. Mike want BBL girls. You think Sonny got a BBL? You know what? That's funny because I got a big old behind, and people probably think the same thing about me, but it's mine. It's what God gave me. I don't know. I think it's because I think Sonny's on it just because she work out. But Melissa, yeah. You can sort of tell because their thighs do not even match their butts. Like you could tell it's fake. It don't even look right. Melissa and Momo. Okay, the BBL girls. I don't know why they want to do that to themselves. I really don't. I really don't. My daughter, she said she gonna have one. Her girl, why? Why? Just be happy with your butt. They look like they're singing when they're. It look weird. But she said she just want hers to be lifted a little bit. She don't want it really, really big. But I think that's unnecessary. Just be happy with what God gave you. I don't think nobody should do that. I like being able to buy clothes off back. Right. Well, my body is shaped up like because I am thicker, like in the waist and in the behind. Yeah, this can be an issue. Like I gotta try on mine because you gotta make sure stuff fits. Yeah, but I don't understand the whole infatuation behind wanting a fake butt. Like, why do you want a fake butt? Don't miss. They only can wear workout clothes. Well, that don't even make sense to me. Like, a butt is just, it's just a muscle, really. I mean, what's the infatuation with it? You sit on it, you use the bathroom out of it. Like, why are people doing this? They can only wear. Yeah, I might not be around to see it, but I only can imagine what some of these people are going to look like once they do get older. And that's if they do get older, because they got so much stuff going on in their insides, they might not even make it to the old age. But it's crazy. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get surgeries either. I don't get people doing surgeries on themselves and stuff like that. Man, if I don't have it, guess what? I don't have it. I don't have it. If it means I gotta cut myself to get it, I don't need it. I mean, that's just that. I don't need it. One, I'm scared of needles. Two, I don't want nobody cutting on me. I do not want anybody cutting on me, because anytime you go up a knife, you run the risk of dying. Yeah. And then some people, just like with tattoos, some people can get tattoos and, they get addicted to getting tattoos, so they just get a whole bunch of them. But that's just like with the surgeries. Like, they can have a surgery and then never be happy with anything and constantly keep going in, having more surgery after surgery after surgery. Like, it's playing on their psyche because they feel like they got to be the perfect person or they got to look a certain way. No, you don't. Be yourself. Love yourself. Be yourself. Be happy with what God gave you. Don't worry about all that mess. The only time I can say I would even tell anybody to do surgery as far as weight loss or anything like weight loss or lifting, if it's going to cause you health, like if you're going to die because of your weight, then okay, I can understand, because now you're trying to preserve your life. But if you're just solely doing it because you want somebody to think you look good, then just go work out or stop eating or something, I would rather, even though I'm not with makeup and stuff like that, but I would rather a person put on makeup than have cosmetic surgery. I think cosmetic surgery, me personally, I just think the whole cosmetic surgery probably was supposed to be intended if like you needed to repair something because you had an accident or something like that, then that's understandable. But just everyday people doing this stuff to themselves unnecessarily is ridiculous. It's just straight up ridiculous. I'm sorry. That's my opinion, but I just think it's ridiculous. All right. Hey, Christina. Jason in the room. If he's still here, he's looking for you. I said, God, man, He is in love with you. Have y'all been talking outside of the internet? Or y'all just talk on the internet, Christina? More discoveries for my membership. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But you know why he did that? Because remember he said his mom and his aunts used to watch soap operas when he was growing up. And I think a lot of stuff Wayne do outside of the womanizing because of his own lifestyle. I think it is right. I think it is to pay tribute to his mom. A lot of it is because she wasn't able to be here to see his success. So I think a lot of things is geared towards his mother. So it's his way of trying to show his mom, like, look what I did, mom, you know. Because and he even well because he talks about his mom, how she was a single mom and the struggles and stuff she had to go through and they really didn't have. So I could see why he does a lot of things on his show. Why? Because a lot of people be complaining about all he do is talk about babies, or people getting pregnant. Not this again, not another pregnancy. Okay, but y'all got to think about who is making this show. Who is the creator of this show? This man got 10 kids. If he don't know nothing else, he know about making babies. So he's showing you or talking about stuff that he's relevant to his life. And then if I'm wrong, I think I'm right about this. I might be wrong, but I think each person, right? I think outside of the whole picture, each person that is the main character is over that skit. So, in other words, like Amber, she writes her own skits, and they do a lot of ad-libbing. And so it's not like they write this stuff down. They act it out. They film stuff, but they're just doing it naturally. You know, so they're making a lot of this stuff up as they go, and they're playing off of each other. Right, Chase too, exactly. So yeah, so Chase does his own narrative. Amber does her own, and that's the core people. The core people: Chase, Wayne, Amber, Ro, Mike. They're all the core people, and from them you got all these different stories that span out from everybody to everybody else. And so the main, and I'm talking about everybody writing their own. Phil is a core person as well. She might be the core for the Karens. You're right. She might be. She's probably one of the core on that direction. So what he does is he allow those core people to work with different individuals. Like Sarah is now becoming a core person. She didn't start off as a core person, but she is now. And Sarah is directing how that stuff goes. And I think they're all just basically like doing it off of their own stories, just like Wayne did. So he is like their guide. Wayne based this whole Wayne's world around his life. And now each core person is doing the same thing. And that's how they're able to bring on so many people. And whenever they find a person that is outside of the norm from everybody else, such as Bethany, they allow them to be the core for that narrative of the story. But that's why people have to look at what's really going on and not just what the party scene looked like so much. Right. When they all come together. Right. Every Christmas party. And or now Candace, you know, they got it to where her event plan service is branching out to more parties and stuff like that. So we get to see more parties throughout the year. I absolutely love that. And what people also need to look at is Wayne giving y'all, or giving us, he giving the community so many different ways of how to go out and make your own money where you don't even got to rely on, you know, regular jobs and stuff like that. That's the part I really like. I think that's outside of the jokes and stuff, and being able to relate to some of the scenarios. What I really like about his skits is he showed diversity to people that they can go out and do a lot of things. He has the food truck industry in there. He has the barbershop industry in there. He has the restaurant industry in there. Like, he's showing you how to be a consultant with Erica. He's showing you different career paths, the car wash, right? And it's going over so many people's head. Like, he literally showing you, if you really want to make a living for yourself, this is what you can get into. This is what you can do. Start something on your own. Think about, Dom, with the whole health network thing. And to tell you, my mom, I used to be a paraprofessional, right? Stylist. I used to be a paraprofessional right after a divorce. My mom, one of my mom's friend, her best friend, her husband used to be an NFL player, and he got into an accident. And they had something similar to Dom. And I used to be one of their paraprofessionals. So it's just, and they built that company from the ground. They built that company from going into individual on their own. And now now today it's a big company in North Carolina area. Like, he is showing you so many ways you can tap into being in business for yourself, but all they see is the comedy. All they're doing is being entertained by the comedy or the drama, and they not looking at what this man is actually showing y'all. That's even like SkitLanta. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something about SkitLanta. Okay, you know my name is SkitLanta, right? Okay, so I was getting flagged. I'm gonna tell you how he is helping people, and he really have helped my channel a lot. I was getting flagged based off of the skits that I was doing. So my son who had did the same thing when he first had got on, he was like, "Mama, reach out to Wayne." I was like, that man ain't gonna talk to me. Like, he was reach out to Wayne and ask him, he give you a copyright thing in order to put on your what's her face, so that way you won't keep getting flagged, right? I wrote him an email, and remember in the video he came and said, "I ain't got no time for no email. I wrote him an email. I directly wrote Wayne an email. Right after I did that, about a week or so later, he started calling Ant-Man Atlanta. And I was like, is he talking to me? And you notice Candace is now starting to say toodles. You know I say toodles on everything that I do. I be toodles. I'm like, oh my God. But it's a way of you bring people into, right. So it's like he's trying to acknowledge stuff that I'm doing on my channel in order to, help me out. Help me out, So I was like, okay, I see what you're doing. And it's not just me, it's other people I noticed that do like commentaries on his videos. He's taking stuff that they do on their videos, and he's saying what they're saying inside his videos. Because you're right, it brings people to his channel. By him doing that, he's also helping us. Like, so that's why I even said I said, okay, Atlanta. SkitLanta. But he's showing us, he sees us, he see what we're doing. He giving you like many shout outs to help you. It is so crazy. Yeah. But if you pay attention, he is shouting out a lot of people. So that's another thing I like about Wayne. And those claims that I was getting was not from him. It was their system that was automatically doing it. So I had to change up some stuff. That's why you saw I had stopped doing it the way I was doing it, and then I started implementing the change so I wouldn't get flagged. Yeah. But I like that. I like the fact that he promotes people. He tried his best to promote anybody. Right. Right. So I was like, oh man. I said he done took notice of my channel because he thought it was some ant. He talking about ant because he did it smooth. He put it in the skit. He was like, SkitLanta. SkitLanta. I said SkitLanta. I'm gonna start calling him SkitLanta. Yeah. Because it ain't nobody on this platform. When I first picked that name out, ain't nobody on this platform had SkitLanta. And a lot of people kept asking. They was like, are you from Atlanta? No, I'm not from Atlanta. I just do the skits on Wayne. So I was like, SkitLanta. Right, girl. That would be nice. That would be nice. You know what? To be honest with you, though, before I started SkitLanta, I actually got something from him, and I don't. But I'm a real skeptical person, and I didn't know whether or not that was him or not. But now that I'm seeing like people popping up on his skits and stuff, it could have been very well from him. It's just I was like, what is this man reaching out to me for? That's when I was on my last channel. Cause like I tell you, I'm a big fan of Wayne. I'm a big fan of Country Wayne. And I used to do a lot of posting on his stuff and saying stuff directly to him. And then one time years ago, he had wrote me back. I was like, I showed my daughter. I was like, is this really Wayne? And she was like, Mama, that probably ain't that man. He ain't got time to be writing nobody. So I thought I just kind of blew over. I didn't really look into it because I didn't want to get scammed by nobody or whatever. But now seeing how he does stuff and how he be bringing people in, I really think that was him. Yeah, I just an opportunity. Yeah. Right. He really is. He is the type to show love. Yeah, but hey, when another opportunity might come around, and this time I won't not take it because I really do think I missed that opportunity because he was reaching out to me. Right. But girl, yeah, I be loving me some Wayne skits. If you go back, I'm trying to think of what scene that was. That was a scene where him and Anthony was it was right before he had started calling him Atlanta when he had that broom. And I said, I ain't never seen Wayne with no broom in his hand. And he was sweeping the floor. When him, Ant-Man, or Anthony and Rolando was sitting at that table and they talking and he was trying to break something down to Anthony. That's when he first was like, I email. And I was like, that is so odd. Why would he say something about email? The conversation wasn't even about email. He just threw the email in. He's talking about email. I ain't got no time for no email. And then he started laughing. And then the very next series, he started calling him Atlanta. The very next one he did, he started calling him that. Ro wouldn't let him ask questions. Right? But hey, any love. You know, now I pretty much got what's going on. Like you have to when you're doing those actions from other people's content and you're just solely reacting on it. Like where I was messing up originally because I didn't know. I was letting it play. Now I did a good thing because I was letting it play and I was talking over it. So that was a good thing. But because one, it ain't so much the length, but it is the length of the material you use. But you have to alter that. You have to alter the original thing. So that way it's not like you're just taking their stuff and you putting it in yours. So either you have to speed up the audio, or you have to make distraction to the picture. And then another thing is it's good to put like a little banner on here, and then you have to have that not just say fair act, you literally have to have the copyright thing on each one of your skits. So I was doing it wrong, but the way I was doing it, I was still able to, like on some of them I was still able to because I was talking at the end. On a lot of them, I had enough material at the end. That way I could delete his stuff and then leave mine and still get credit for everything. But some of them I couldn't. Some of them couldn't do that. So I was just like, oh, forget it. Ain't too many people looking at this anyway. So I'll just, because it was so old, I'll just leave it like that. But now moving forward, I know how to handle it. All right. Well, I'm gonna end this live. I gotta get up, give me some breakfast. Child, I ain't ate nothing. I came in here because I was like, I woke up late and I wanted to make sure I came on because I told everybody I was gonna be here at 8 o'clock. To the subscribers, right? The singers, give credit to the singers. Yeah. Well, you got to be careful, even with him. Just because he a celebrity, that don't mean a darn thing. He got to be careful too when you using music. And I think if, as long as you sing the music and they don't pick up on the long as you sing it and stuff like that, you can kind of get away with it. But that whole music thing is something else, boy. You got to be real careful when you playing other people's music, or even some of the copyright music that you put in your videos. But now, I think it's just, to me, it seems like Wayne is going more towards the Tyler Perry format. Like he may be about to start taking these skits to like the play or whatever. Mike Kingship songs. I don't recognize the female singer. I guess they could put that in the Mike sing. Yeah, I guess they could put that, the recognition to the singers and whoever's rapping inside their description. But that would be for whoever uploading these videos. You know, that's a lot of work. Especially if you're not keeping the same person all the time and you're changing. And we see sometimes whoever be uploading this, they don't be paying attention to the titles, but sometimes the titles don't even match what they're saying, or so. I mean, I guess they got stuff they got to work out as well. Really sure, unless he give like every core person ability to upload and change the stuff because he trusts them. I don't know how he got that going on. All right, but I get ready to end this because I gotta get up. Gotta go get me something to eat. Before I've been tapped out of this. Right. But I do like how, what's funny to me with Wayne's songs is a lot of the songs sound like exactly what's going on in skits. Like Mike can be getting ready to get hurt. Mike gonna get hurt today. You know, like what? Oh Lord. All right, Sharon, it was good talking to you. I gotta get off of here. As always, be your brothers and sisters keeper. Keep God first. Talk to y'all later. Toodles.